Have you ever felt like life was spinning out of control, leaving you stuck between two worlds? Maybe you're in the middle of a big transition, moving houses, changing jobs, or balancing everything without your usual routines. It's exhausting, right? It's pretty stressful. I recently coached a client, and I think it's something that we can all relate to, so I wanted to share it with you. She was in the thick of it. She was moving to a new place. She was running her business. She's trying to take care of her kids and her family and just keep everything together. But without her familiar structure and routines, it felt like the ground had been pulled out from under her. Here's the thing, all of this overwhelm, it wasn't just her circumstances, it was the story that her brain was telling her. Her thoughts sounded like this: I don't have a desk or an office. I don't even have a kitchen to work in. I wish I could just take time off. I'm stuck in limbo. Does that sound familiar? All of these thoughts felt necessary and maybe even helpful because they seem to highlight the problem, right? But here's the thing that she realized. All of these thoughts aren't solving anything. They were just keeping her stuck in a loop of frustration and overwhelm. Our brain loves to trick us like this, right? It loves to just give us this idea that if we had X, I would feel Y. For her, it was she couldn't feel organized, stable, or focused until her environment changed, until everything was just right. But here's the game changer. Instead of waiting for the perfect circumstances, she asked herself one simple, powerful question. What's the next step I can take from where I am with what I have right now? She's not trying to fix the whole kitchen. She's not unpacking and organizing the entire house. It was just one step. She started really small, setting up a corner to work, finding one moment to breathe, and focusing on how she wanted to feel, which is basically clear, calm, in control. And you know what? That changed everything for her. When she shifted her focus from what she didn't have to what she could do in the moment, she found her momentum. Her energy completely shifted. And people around her noticed. The family noticed. They saw her showing up differently, more grounded, more focused, and more herself. And she was able to sit down and do the work that she wanted to do without anything having to change. Now, let me ask you this. What happens if we don't make these shifts? What if we don't investigate and get curious about how we can make these changes? We land up staying in the spin, right? You land up stuck in the story of, I can't. And life keeps feeling overwhelming, and you don't make any of the changes that you hoped for. You just feel further and further away from anything that you want to create. But when we do this work that we do in coaching, if you can choose how you feel and take aligned action from that space, everything changes. You feel in control again. You realize that you don't need the perfect circumstances to move forward. And the best part, you create a whole new story for yourself. It's one where you show yourself just how resourceful and capable and powerful you are. So, what's your next step? What can you do right now with what you have? Because sometimes the secret to moving forward isn't fixing everything at once, it's just starting. One step, one choice, one moment at a time. So if this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you're ready to take that next step but need support, I'd love to help you explore how. Thanks for watching, and remember, you've got this no matter where you are.